programs across the country. Follow us on our Facebook page.
Leading by Go to Nil.
It's one reason why TS Galaxy, has valued him. If you ask me if there is anything about his game, a lot of us have analyzed and we talk about his height. But trust me, if you want to talk about the game that I've seen, his diagonal runs are good, and I think that is one extra advantage.
I hope probably Coach Emmanuel Keke can introduce Kanesco and bring a CEO out front. That kind of strategy that I see. Kana is a kind of incisor in terms of the way he put ball forward. He chases down opposition so quickly. So Guinea-Bissau, I see a lot of Guinea-Bissau supporters. 2 minutes. We are into 2 minutes of either time already. Too. Don't forget.
Yes, and if there's anything missing from this Liberian game, and I think it's those quality passes to get to the attackers. That's the reason why Emmanuel here is drifting, because he's not receiving those balls. He's playing in behind Clement, right? And the quality of the pass to get him going forward to play 1v1 with Zuba is not there yet. I think if we do get him there in that position, trust me, we can get 1 or 2 more goals.
Absolutely. Liberia still instead of Tano. Oh, see it. TSDA again. Jonathan Freeman getting away. And there should be Liberia. Oh, that's an offside. I think Jonathan Freeman is guilty of that. He's guilty of that. He was there, and good decision by the assistant referee. Just allow the ball to get into the back of the net, because Moses was already placing it in the back of the net. Oh, what a goaling opportunity missed by Liberia. That's supposed to be goal number 2, but unfortunately, Jonathan Freeman, the captain, I see him, he's disappointed. So it's Liberia 1, Guinea-Bissau 1 in this WAFU Nations Cup qualifiers for the Africa Cup of Nations for U20 players on the African continent.
Yes, Liberia wins the first half. We are going to the break with Liberia taking the lead, or Liberia having the lead and the advantage. The question is, did they really live up to expectation? Was that explosion that we expected? I'll tell you, no, it's a slow-paced game. They're trying to get into a high-intensity football. We aren't there yet. We haven't seen that explosion. Guinea-Bissau started like that, but then the Liberia absorbed the pressure, Moses, and then Liberia came back, managed to get that 1 goal. But if you ask me whether we combined well, whether we were touching the ball and moving into attacking positions, keeping the ball and staying behind the ball, we did not keep the ball. We really did not keep the ball. Did we have long chances? Did we have long balls? Yes, we did play a couple of long balls, and then we got the goal. Can we do more? I think, yes, when we come from the break, we need to do more. But Guinea-Bissau, if you look at them, they got the intensity, the aggression. Can we stand up to the aggression? I think Liberia need to stand up to the aggression.
It's Liberia 1, Guinea-Bissau 0 in the first 45 minutes. We take a break and leave you with some of these exciting actions from the first half.
Camera you? You got ready, Chisila? You need water to drink. Water, drink water. Yeah, boy, the two girl money, so can buy water. We need water to get the up there working when I get water.
Thank you, man. I saw the rules when I was coming. Yeah, but he got
I've been out already, yeah.
Ready? Come on, begin. Come on, begin. I ask for the each other. I'll talk about it. I beg you,
Double substitution, Guinea-Bissau. Number 17, Abdurrahman Balde is in. And number 19, Relexi Jarsi.
Nations Cup between Liberia and Guinea-Bissau is 1-0 in favor of Liberia. Baron Karkin, head of the danger zone. But the Guinea-Bissau side have started where they left it. My name is Moses. I'm here alongside Teofilo Jika. We are here bringing you live commentary of this Wafu Nations Cup Championship here at the Samarkand Sports Complex in Liberia. Long ball comes in. It should be Guinea-Bissau who will chase on our far side. It's corner kick. Good fight there from Saliu Mani. But very good defensive work coming in from Liberia's number 8. That's Darius Payne. So Guinea-Bissau has a corner kick again. Teophilus, welcome to the second half. We got a breathtaking second half to go. 1-0. Guinea-Bissau want to come back in the game. Liberia wants to double.
And I think the second half is going to be the most interesting of this game because that's where the final decision is going to be made.
Here comes the corner kick. The goalkeeper come off his line. Good catch. Throwing to Guinea-Bissau. They're pressing. I love the aggressiveness when they're off the ball.
Yes, I think they got that fight. That fighting spirit is into them. I think that's what I want to see Liberia add to this game. When we are off the ball, we've got to push and fight harder to gain the ball. And that's what Guinea-Bissau bring to this game.
They cannot chase with 2 men down, one playing dead. Most often, the long ball comes in on that far side. This is Motero trying to square one low in the box, but good defensive work from Baron Carr. Very low height player, but very pacey and fast indeed.
And also very aggressive.
So here comes the throw coming in from Manny. Manny is the one. This is Montero. Back to Manny. Jonathan Freeman, the Liberian captain, push the ball long on that far side. It should go across the touchline. Two substitutions.
Number 17 and number 19 will come on. And they will substitute the number 2 and the number 20 respectively. The number 2 is Guinea-Bissau. Number 2 is Saliu Mane, and the number 20 is Lassanan Aidara. 1-0 Liberia lead at the Samuel Kayando Sports Complex U20 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers WAFU A Liberia 2024. And it's match day 1 at the Samuel Kayando Sports Complex. And it's a long ball forward deep into Guinea-Bissau's half. And it came from the right foot of the Liberian defender George Wallace. Guinea-Bissau will come forward. It's Demensi Ufala. And they're inching their way into Liberia's half. Some 5 meters on the halfway mark. It's a long ball. Montero comes back to his teammate. Jean Correa puts a long ball forward, looking forward to find his teammate wearing jersey number 9 is Adulai Jallo. But it's a foul committed. It's offside actually. Was it foul committed? Yes. I think the referee did see that. Liberia will start. Baronka gets a long ball there from Philip Tano, but it beats him. And Guinea-Bissau, Ufala gets set. You cross the halfway mark into Liberia half. You get some pressure from Clement Zuba, but they're trying to square the ball left, right, and center, playing for the flanks. Guinea-Bissau and Emmanuel here is urging Liberia on. We need to go forward. Here comes Sarah Moses. Jonathan Freeman gets set. Freeman's long ball, looking to find Noosh Zone. Zone intercepts very well. And he finds his teammate Zone squares it across, but the interceptor Liberia gets a corner kick. Moses Liberia, again, Aaron sitting back in the second half. I think they're coming outside and standing up to the fight against Guinea-Bissau.
I think it was a good defensive work again from Ufala, just getting ahead of New Zone to block that cross just on the goal line. So, but the resulting corner kick is still here. But they got almost all of the green shirts back in their 18-yard box.
And it's floated, beats everyone but Liberia. Fadiga gets set. Beautiful technique, beautiful one. Lovely skills from him. C.A. Emmanuel, this is promising. He goes down so softly, says the referee. And it's a throw in. Darius Payne, long one detects it, and the goalkeeper comes up.
I think what C.A. needed to do was to strike one time with his left foot. You have to try most times. If you don't try, you never know. Sometimes Mo Salah do score with his right foot most often. He's a left-footed player. But sometimes the opposition defender is watching you. He thinks that you have to come on your favorite foot. As soon as he came through, He was already thwarted. Here comes the ball on that far side. He's drifting away in the box. Brilliant defensive work there from Baron Carr. Stubborn defensive player.
Yeah. Jonathan Freeman said Freeman is going to move forward. The Discovery's player, how is he not keeping possession? Waiting. Clement. And it has to be, it was New Zone he was looking for. But Liberia will come forward and the squared. Almost got it on target, Sir Moses.
Absolutely. I think he went too low a bit early. But that was a smart, smooth display from the Liberian side. 1-2 between Darius P and New Zone.
And Baron Carr gets it from Tano.
So it seems the Liberians are getting some nervous moments for their opposition. Here comes the ball on the far side. Mochero is there, getting away from Baron. Brilliant defensive work. Good connection between Philip Tano and Baron Carr to prevent Montero from getting on top of that. So it's throwing for Guinea-Bissau. They have it quickly. Liberia have to switch on that far side. See who's this player on top of it. This is Ufala once more. That's a long journey you gave his teammate. Long ball delivery in the box. And goalkeeper Mandavi comes up, picks it up. And I love the confidence and the posture. He gets on the ball every time he comes off his line. Sam Moses trying to play one quickly for good fight, good struggling there from Clement Zuba. This is number 6, Fusano. Long ball square in. Goalkeeper come off his line. Foul says the referee in the middle. And guilty in that instance is Abdullahi Jallo. They're trying to look for, I think he got some good power in the air, so they're trying to play the long ball for him now.
Exactly. They're looking at his height and think he could be useful in terms of those area balls.
Baron Carr. Long ball for Clement Zuba. I can chase Zuba. There's a chance for Liberia. Clement Zuba should score. Oh, good save by the goalkeeper. I think he took it too early.
Yeah, in as much as he took it too early, he went directly to the goalkeeper, and the only thing he had to do was to bundle the ball off target.
That was one of the choicest opportunities Liberia will have. But the Equatorial, that's the Guinea-Bissau side, can break away now through Montero on the far side, taking on Baron Carr. Montero tried to swing the ball in the area, but too high. He's been close up, forced on his wrong foot, most often by Baron Carr. He tries to come inside often, but he's not being permitted. But just going back on that one, see Clement Zuba, good run in the middle of the park, and just hitting the ball straight to the goalkeeper. But good save again from Manuel Sambo. Sambo did a good one.
Yeah, I think Clement didn't do well on that occasion. It's 1v1, and the goalkeeper is out of his post. He's going backwards. Clement, I think, should have first thing for the ball. He allowed the ball to bubble. Well, did he want to play as if the earlier goal was goal? Remember when Nuzon saw the ball come in, just volley the ball beyond the goalkeeper. He had all of the options. The ball was bubbling. One of his options was to lift the ball beyond the goalkeeper. The other was to strike it. But for me, if he wanted to strike that ball like he did, he should have come a little bit down his left-hand side and then put the goalkeeper in a different position before hitting it directly on target. Unfortunately, he hit it just straight 1v1, and the goalkeeper was just in a better position to save it. So sometimes you got to think, and as a player, you need IQ in that sort of position.
Good save. That was a very good save by goalkeeper Sambo. So it's Liberia 1, Guinea-Bissau 0. The scoreboard remains the same. It's a long ball again, looking for Clement Zuba. But the referee signals for the foul. And Clement will be cautioned, talked to by the referee. Yeah. Is that Ufala? No, that's not Ufala. He's having some real good work in this game.
Yeah, Ufala has played
That
so
is-
well for Burkina Faso.
That's Jean,
Guinea-Bissau, my apology, Guinea-Bissau.
Jean Korea. Korea is doing some good job. That's I think it's a hair collation between the two players of Guinea-Bissau, the captain, and let's see who's on the ground. Can't see him from this angle, but it's that's Rekisin Jassi, one of the substitute. That's Renixin Jassi. It's going to be a good showpiece of performances here. The Gambians were the first to learn. I'm told that we're yet to see Mauritania in this, out in this.
Yes, it's been speculated. It's been rumored that they have withdrawn from the competition. That will have to be confirmed by us here.
Yeah, we have to confirm from organizers of the event. We were anticipating 8 countries. I know there are 7. Jonathan Freeman tries to keep the ball in play, but a very long ball.
There's no one from Philip Tanu, and I know exactly what he wanted to do. Put Jonathan Freeman on the. I think Guinea-Bissau must have forgotten Jonathan Freeman down that side, and he wanted to just put him on to get a quick run into the box. Unfortunately, he beat Freeman.
So we got Baron Carr to take another free kick for Liberia. Here comes the long ball. Zuba goes there too high, and every time Liberia gets onto a set piece, you see all of the green shirts back in their half, in their goal area. They're defending them most often.
Yes, I think it is that way of responding tactically to set pieces. I've been seeing them myself, and there they come.
It's down. This is the captain. This is Philip Tanu. Good defensive work. Just keeping his balance to allow the ball go across the goal line for a goal kick. But I think the goalkeeper took it too early. But no nervy movement there from Liberia. Jonathan Freeman can chase on that far side. He got some pace. Plays it through Liberia. Emmanuel Siershu scored. It bounces off the woodwork. And another shot is there. Block, unlock it in that instance. First ball, good first ball from Jonathan Freeman. And Emmanuel Sier was there. They shoot. This is Baron Carr. Tries to keep the ball in play. Baron can cross that one. Clement Zuba. And the goalkeeper picks it up.
Yeah, Emmanuel here, quality one there. Hits the woodwork, it comes back, and by the skin of their teeth, Guinea-Bissau survived. But I think in the second half, what I noticed Liberia is trying to do is to play wide. They've got Jonathan Freeman lashing onto the ball from the far side, and all that Emmanuel Sier, Zuba, and Zone wants to do is to just drive in the box and receive that pass. And that was a very quick move from Jonathan Freeman there.
Quick move. 1-2. Quick ball from Baron Carr. Freeman overstepped and just played the ball in the 18-yard box. And it was Emmanuel Sier who bubbles a little bit before hitting the woodwork. So it's 1-0 Liberia, but not Sier, but Freeman, the Liberian captain, is the one that goes to the book. The third book in this encounter. It's Liberia, Guinea-Bissau in the Wafu U23. This is Fala. Fala tries to shoot. He's testing his agility from approximately 40 yards of goal area.
Speculative and ambitious. Maybe he's thinking, let me give it a try. But, well, it's good to try, but I think that's a long distance for him.
A very long distance for him. So it's Guinea-Bissau again with it. Number 6, Fukano. That's Susano with it. They're trying to play the ball around. Handball. It's Fala. So they're trying to prevent Liberia from taking a quick free kick. Watanga FC a fortnight ago were in the CAF Confederations Cup. This is Jonathan Freeman again, getting away from his marker. Freeman tries to play one, but it's blocked, and the visitors can clear it.
Watanga, CAF Champions League.
Yeah, Watanga in the CAF Champions League. And the Confederations Cup was Pinzo FC against Stade Malien on Saturday. That was yesterday. They won by a goal to nil. Another player of Guinea-Bissau is on the ground. I think it's Ufala. This could be a blow for them because he's played so well for them in this game. They've gone down too easily in this game. I don't know why. Is it fatigue?
Yeah, I don't know. Excuse me, but I think, the young Moses, we can say, is under 20. So probably the stress, the pressure on them, is driving them down. But they will get there. It's a gradual process. It's a developmental stage. At this level now, you should be heading to the senior national team. So I think it's too much pressure for them. But mentally, they've got to be strong and then adapt. There is something we talk about, specific adaptation to impose demand. So I know they will stand up to it.
Hope they can stand up to it. This is there are so many options for Liberia. The bench seems to be one of the like a full team already. It reminds me of Manchester City. When you can change the entire 11, you still have a whole good team. Onismo BN needs to be a startup in the U17 team.
Madave today.
Madave has done so well. Some good save, some good piece of save, especially in the opening stages of the game. That's how you kind of put your team back on pad when they're not performing well. He's going all the way. Oh, that was a bit of blunder from the Liberian side of defensive work. Philip Tanu set up. This is goalkeeper come off his line. Good save. And that was Nuzon trying to just drive behind Clement Zuba.
And again, that coordination. The two of them used to be with Mighty Barrow. They are no more with Mighty Barrow, but this is how Liberia is going to respond after that goalkeeper makes a mistake again. It's another save from the Guinea-Bissau goalkeeper, Jonathan Freeman.
I think you'll be holding yourself responsible when you concede. You should be holding yourself responsible. You can waste opportunities like this. Goalkeeper blunders. He comes with the empty net before you. Jonathan Freeman, with still teammates around you, decides to go direct to goal, and the goalkeeper makes it safe.
And that's one of the things that younger players carry with them to the senior national team. Let me tell you this. Excuse me to say, in the youth development stage, there is this little bit of selfishness, that comes in. Everybody wants to take pride. Everybody wants to be there. At this stage, when you're graduating to the senior national team, you got to leave that behind. And it is that little, that little mentality, that thinking, how am I going to leave this? You got to leave it. I mean, he had two players standing by him. On the other hand, he wants to take glory. So he goes for glory. And there you go. The goalkeeper saves. And Liberia will still remain at 1-0.
So this match seems to be coming to a better sense. So Ufala can continue on that far side, being stretched off the pitch. So Guinea-Bissau will play over man down at the moment. And that could be costly for them. They want to keep the ball until there can be a player to come on. That's the number 6, Fuscano, Mendes. Baron Carr pulls the ball to touch. Stubborn fullback, I can say.
Yeah, Baron, I think he's a strong contender than that side. Yeah, he is once again.
So Guinea-Bissau with the throw-in. 2 substitution for Guinea-Bissau. Number 4 for Guinea-Bissau. And number 11 Rivaldo Mendes and Nito Barros expected to come on here. Let's see who's making away. That's Montero. That's Montero who comes out, and he's replaced by Rivaldo. I think Neto Barros will replace Ufala. Oh, Damasi Ufala, I told you that he was stretched off the pitch, so he won't continue this match. Emmanuel Sie looking for good fight on our far side now. This is the captain. The goalkeeper come off his line and good save. Corner kick. Collation. He was stretching the defense absolutely. That was Abdullah Jallo. Good pace on that one. I think he needed just a bit of chance. He was about to take a left-footed one.
And exactly, there's a player coming from behind. The goalkeeper is coming from the front, and he's been pushed in an impossible angle. But he did strike it anyway. I think it's the goalkeeper who deflected it into the
Yeah, good save by Mandave. So here comes the corner kick for Guinea-Bissau. They got 6 green shirts in the box. And the ball comes there. Good save by Mandave again. The shot is there, but over the head across the crossbar. For a very long time, I haven't seen homegrown goalkeepers with this kind of bravery. They come off their line quickly.
we are making progress in terms of grassroots development. We're still far from there, but I think we are making steady progress, you can say. And the FA is doing its best. We've got grassroots teams now at all levels, U12, U15, U17, and now U20, as we've seen before. So it is just the basic fundamental Moses that you need to instill in them, and then they can improve on it. Graduating now to the senior national team at this level. These are the things, the basic fundamental thing he should be doing, and that's what he's doing.
The 4th yellow card of the match is awarded to Liberia's Baron Card. 3-1 yellow card. Liberia leads at the up front. So it's Liberia's number 4 that is on the ground.
It is Fadiga. I mean, if you take a look at the way Fadiga intercepts the ball, when the ball comes from his net, he's losing most of the balls when he's turning, and I think he will always commit a foul in that sort of position, because when the ball is transitioning to the opposing team, he has to commit a foul, and he's done that. Even the first half, I did see him make those basic fundamental mistakes, and he shouldn't. You need to get on top of his game. He's playing the holding role, so his turns, when he's on the ball, he should be very positive. He should be exact. He should be in possession of the ball. You don't give the ball away in those sort of positions. And every time you do, you have to commit a foul. That's what he's been doing. And he got a yellow card on that occasion. Now he's hopping because he had to go for the sliding tackle.
He has to be very careful. He's been attended to by the medics. You can give the opposition a reason to see that you got some weaknesses at points. So Liberia, we have to capitalize. But overall, Guinea-Bissau has had a good match. They play well. They've pushed the opposition, especially playing before the stadium that might probably have only home supporters. We hope the facility, all the organizers can be able to encourage more Liberians to turn out to these events.
Yes, that is one thing, Again, I think when our teams are playing well, we will get glued to the stadiums. Liberians are, in all fairness, getting disappointed when they come, and their teams are not doing well. So they want to stay home, especially in these times when you have technology. It's bringing everything at home to them.
Free kick, taken quickly. Guinea-Bissau. Hera comes in away. Offside. The referee assistant says it's offside. We got 71 minutes gone into the last 20 minutes of this encounter. It's Liberia. Philip Tanu That's a poor goal kick. Yeah, so, but it stopped across for the throw into Liberia on that far side. It's a foul throw, says the official. So it's going to be Guinea-Bissau who will have a reply of the throw. Guinea-Bissau have a chance here. The goalkeeper come off his line. Good save. Good cross falling.
Yeah, I think we need some fresh legs in this game. Liberia pace has dropped. I would love to see Kane score in this game, and I would love to see Emmanuel here drifting in the middle of that park. Maybe we could swap one of the three attackers, Clement, Jonathan, and New Zone, to give Emmanuel here a chance in the middle of the attack.
Guinea-Bissau are having a lovely game. They've pushed the opposition despite down. They want to come back in this game. They want to come back in this encounter. So the Liberian side will have to. Deputy Coach Perry Colley is on the line now. It's cleared. It's still a danger for Liberia. Guinea-Bissau, big ball on that far side. Free kick. It's free kick for Guinea-Bissau. The referee, Darren Card, is on the ground. So it's free kick for Liberia. Some nervy moments now for the host. So Clement Zuba will have to come back to use his height. So he's in the wall, while Jonathan Freeman will be the lone attacking player. The referee is telling the players you can make yourself big. If you do that, it's going to be a penalty because you're defending inside your box. But there are at least 5 green shirts with 2 on top of the arc. Guinea-Bissau has an opportunity here to level the score. Here comes the long ball on the far side. The header comes there. Good defensive work. Just Jonathan Freeman, Clement Zuba. Zuba is there. Zuba getting away. Zuba trying to change the angle for Nush. Nuzon can keep the ball in play. Yeah, Nuzon trying to get away from his marker, but it's going to be a throwing. But I think Clement took too much time.
Yeah, he took time to make that decision, and when he was making that decision, all that the Guinea-Bissau player were doing was to go back into defensive posture.
So it's going to be a throwing to Guinea-Bissau, to Liberia. Here comes Darius Payne with the throw. He set it away. Sam Moses, 18 yards out, trying to strike. But here comes the long ball for the chase. They always want to play the long ball quickly for Jallo. And he's sprinting forward. But it's going to be a throw. In Liberia, we have 2 substitutions to come in. Number 17 is going to be, I think it's Mitchell. Number 17, Darlington Mitchell, former captain of the U17 national team. Darren Carr comes out.
Number 5, Ayogena. And number 17, Darlington Bishop, who will be introduced.
So Emmanuel Sie is taking off the pitch.
Well, I would have loved to keep Emmanuel here on the pitch. I think he's not playing in his role. He's playing in an attacking midfield position. This is not the usual role we find him in. He did play very well, though. But I would have loved to see him in the middle of the attack. I think if I were the coach, I would have sacrificed any of the 3, Jonathan Freeman, Clement Zuba, and, of course, Nuzon.
Ayimela, foul, free kick to Liberia. Ayimela comes on now for Emmanuel Sie. Sie will take the very long road. This is Darlington. Just away. Was waiting for it. That's a new zone. Sam Moses. In a haste. David. It's away. Clement. Free kick to the displeasure of the home fans. So this Guinea-Bissau with the free kick. They got 12 minutes to be able to make some decisions here. If they are to maybe tie the score, here comes a long ball. Set it away. This is Clement. New zone trying to connect with Darius Payne. The fullback is, he got some good pace. So Darius throws a long one, looking for Clement. Clement can try to use his body. This is Clement Zuba turning away from his marker. He got two of them to contend with. Clement goes down. Referee says nothing wrong with that. But I thought he had a lot of options, a lot of free kick to Guinea-Bissau. Ball taken quickly. No, the ball is it's in motion. So the referee says no. You have to put the ball to rest. You have to restart play.
Yeah, I think the last minutes of this game, what the Lone Star need to do is to keep the ball in and push the Guinea-Bissau, their opponent, into their own half and create some chances. I think they're not keeping the ball to the flow. They're not keeping it to their feet, and it makes it difficult for them to kind of keep away the pressure. And it's one of those occasions that we'll see again. But they need to just be confident, patiently push the game into Guinea-Bissau's half.
Free kick to Liberia. Darlington Mitchell committing a foul just 22 yards approximated from goal. Making way inside the 18-yard box. It's going to be Guinea-Bissau with a free kick advantage. Can they capitalize on that? Let's see who's going to take that one. It's too far from us. Is that Henry Camara? Yeah, he's been the one doing all of the kicking. And that's not Henry in the fight. So it's Guinea-Bissau with an opportunity here. The referee is still having a conversation with the Liberian defensive line. He's saying you can make yourself big as usual. It's an infringement against the rule. We already have showers coming down. We've had a cloudy day. And it goes straight to goal, but wide over the crossbar. No trouble to Liberia. Guinea-Bissau, we have to go back again and rethink.
Yeah. And rethink, while Liberia will also rethink to add another.
Darius Payne. We set it down. I don't understand why the Liberian team continuously trying to play the long ball when they got the potential, the ability to keep the ball.
And Sam Moses and Fadiga, for me, in my mind, I am doing what we need kind of score in this game to bring a little bit of flair and creativity. That's what I was talking about. In my mind, you've got to sacrifice also in the middle of the park. You've got to bring either Khan as goal and put Fadiga down, or you got Sam Moses out of this game, because the attacking machinery is not really. There is 2-3 passes and we are off the ball. 2-3 passes and we are off the ball. It's not good for us, Moses.
I think we are lacking a chemistry, especially at youth level, progressing to the national team level. You have to keep an identity as a team.
Exactly.
That's why we're not saying here for Liberia. But I think we were saying the Guinea-Bissau side, they're having a very good identity. They've been able to chase the Liberians down. So here they come.
That's what I'm talking about, Moses. For every time we make 2-3, the third pass or probably the fourth pass, we are off the ball. How are we keeping this ball? How are we going to our opponents? I mean, it's difficult. It's challenging for us. This is on U20. I mean, this is where we graduate to the national team. What are we taking there? It should be the game that we're taking to the national team. This is what we should be seeing.
Yeah, absolutely. But I think overall, Guinea-Bissau, except the goal, have been the better side, especially in the second period of the game. They're fighting. If they have to score, they're not. Here comes the shot. Oh!
And there is Moses running in to assist his teammate Fadiga, who is under pressure, and allows that player from Guinea-Bissau to hit the ball on target. Why is he not making the attempt? Why are you not obstructing the progress of the opposing team?
That was only Kamara. Kamara just drifting away from his marker, taking a beautiful one, just inches away from goal. I think Madavi had no answers on that. This is Zuba. And the ball will be put to touch by the substitute Nito Barros, who comes on for the hard-working Ufala, who had to go off due to injury. This will be a throw for Darius Payne. Payne throws a long one. Free kick. Liberians, they're committing cynical fouls in this game.
Yeah, when you shouldn't be. I mean, are we mentally tough? Are we absorbing the pressure from Guinea-Bissau? And are we telling them that, look, no matter how much pressure you bring on us, we are confident, we are composed enough to keep it off, keep the ball, and let them do the running also on and off the ball. They get tired, Moses. That's what we need to do. The confidence, we need to bring it out. It's there. But probably something is wrong. Mentally, they think they aren't up to the task. They need to instill that confidence in them.
Now here they come with their long ball. That gives no trouble to anyone. But the hell was a bit teasing.
Yeah, I mean,
Jonathan Freeman just getting on top. That was a half chance. This is Barros. It's taken away now the captain. Here comes a long ball for Guinea-Bissau. Darlington Mitchell can clear. This is only Kamara. Kamara goes back to his fullback. It's a Ruvado. Barros. The Portuguese, there are two countries. Is it two? But from West Africa, we got just one. That's Guinea-Bissau.
why is Jonathan from booting this ball forward? Why can't he control and keep the ball to his feet? Again, I'm just wondering what is going on the pitch. What kind of instruction or what is running through their minds, these players?
I think all counts with the technical advices that come, the mental fitness, the
Yeah.
players get
Perhaps
proud
it's
to the game.
tiredness also. Tiredness. I mean, if he's tired, why can't you substitute him? You know, my mind. I mean, it's just me. I'm thinking.
So Peru Bestman is suspended now on today's pitch. This is Barros throwing for Liberia. So they got 5 minutes of normal time to go in this encounter. Liberia 1, Guinea-Bissau 0. 2 substitutions to come in for Liberia. Vasco Sumo. Nuzon comes out. Bill Bestman and Vasco Sumo.
And then the second substitution, number 6, Sam Moses, is out for number 4.
Yeah, I think Sam Moses, I didn't see too much of him in this game. In all fairness, same thing with Fadiga can be said. I mean, Fadiga gave the ball away on too many occasions. Moses lost his creativity in this game. But again, you know, this is youth football. Let's hope they can go back on this game and look back on what they did in this game today and come back strong in the next game.
If they have to prove anything, if they have to prove anything in this competition, they have to improve because you're preparing to go to a continental event. This is Vasco Somo, Liberia over chance, Liberia. And the referee signals for an offside. The assistant on that far side said that was an offside and a good call. That was Vasco Somo. He's patient, he's quick. You have to be careful, especially when you got Vasco alongside Clement Zuba playing down there. Free kick again. Liberia committing fouls when they're on the offensive. I thought you were supposed to be committing fouls when you're on the defensive. There comes a long ball. Bounces there. Guinea-Bissau over chance. The goalkeeper saves. Good save. Good reflect from Lassana Madave. Good chance for Liberia. As I can say, Guinea-Bissau had one of the clearest of chances coming their way in the second half. That was it. They should be scoring.
Madave stands in the way of an equalizer. He's the man who stood between Liberia and Guinea-Bissau on that occasion.
So here comes the corner kick. It's taken quickly. Guinea-Bissau, he drifts away from his teammate. He's there. Oh, the help comes there. The referee signals. Good defensive work there. It's a hair collision, so the medics will have to go to the pitch quickly. The medics will have to go to the to see what's happening. So the Guinea-Bissau captain is also on the ground. Koshimano Keke, moment ago, having some words with his new import in Vasco Somo. So we're going to have 5 minutes of added on time to play after the 90. So 5 minutes of added on time now starts now. So is it going to be Nuzon Lungo to give Liberia the full 3 points in this opening fixture? So it's going to be a stretcher for the Guinean captain. I think they may have exhausted all of their substitution. They may have exhausted all of their substitution. And they just did one a moment ago. So Jallo will be stretched off the pitch. Is he going to continue? So this Liberian player will have to go to the sideline. Pee-wee Bestman, who just got onto the pitch and got involved in that collation. Philip Tanu pushed one high into the area. So it's going to be Darlington Mitchell to throw for Liberia, not in a haste. I know at this point in time, you on the touchdown, what do you be telling your players still?
Well, Moses, I don't think we should be happy with one goal. In as much as we are leading, it still doesn't negate the fact that we have to create more chances. You have to push these guys, put some urgency in the game,
There's a fight around the corner flag, corner kick. It's corner kick to Liberia. There's some time wasting, and that player can't continue. So Guinea-Bissau will have to end the match with 10 men. I see he's being stretched off. He take a very long road. So the captain of Guinea-Bissau will be brought to his bench. He might be, yeah, he have to be, this is Vasco Sumo. Sumo is there. Got some good pace. Free kick to Liberia. And it's going to be a yellow card. That's the 5th yellow card in this game. 2 to Guinea-Bissau and 3 to Liberia. That's the number 11 who got the yellow card, substitute Rivaldo Mendes. Rivaldo Mendes is the one that got the yellow card for Guinea-Bissau. So Liberia has a free kick.
Yeah, Abdoulaye Jallo, remember he was stretched off the pitch. He's gone back. And you can see he's in the hurry, Moses, the player from Guinea-Bissau.
Yeah, so they're not going to end the match with 10 men instead. So this is Vasco Sumo for Liberia. He has an advantage, but I think looks like a real tough distance. He needs some expertise here.
Yeah, except that ball is bundled off. But again, he has to give it a try. Yeah. But I think for me, it's a far distance. I will agree with you. But anything is possible. Goalkeeper could probably make a mistake, and there could be some follow-ups.
Here comes Vasco Sumo. Sumo just into the wall. He gives a pass directly to an opposition player. Good defensive work from Darlington Mitchell to win a throw for Liberia. I think he just
saved us on that occasion, because Sumo's pass went directly to an opposing player, and then Guinea-Bissau were on the front foot. But thanks to Michel.
And that's it. That's the end of the match. After 5 minutes of added time, Liberia beat Equatorial Guinea. That's Guinea-Bissau by a goal to nil in this opening fixture of the WAFU Nations Cup U20 event, qualifiers of the Youth Nations Cup for Morocco next year. So it was a scissor battle, but it took Nuzon at least 20 minutes to put Liberia ahead. So it's Liberia 1, Guinea-Bissau 0. We'll be going forth to see the Man of the Match award to be presented, plus an interview with the coaches and potential players.
Intel Sports, Liberia's biggest and professional sports television station, is now located at GSA and Rehab Drive in Painesville. Intel Sports is 100% Liberian owned. It is an exclusive sports platform that provides extensive and quality local content sports programs across the country. Follow us on our Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, or better still, on our app on Google or Play Store. For business purposes, you can contact us on these numbers. Intel Sports will remain Liberia's exclusive and best sports television station.
So happy. You can see how they are playing with SKD. I'm so
I'm feeling so happy about the game. And then when we come back into the game, you don't.
No, the game was fun. Apart from that, they tell Reverend Aspire our game. The game was fun. They said Reverend, you know the game. The game was fun. We went to equal game. But I win at this point.
The exclusive sports show is a 1-hour conversation with policymakers, stakeholders, and direct actors in the sporting sector. The exclusive sports show brings you face to face with those who make the news in the sporting sector of Liberia. Join your host, Julius Compton, every Thursday from 1 to 2 p.m. for the program, The Exclusive Sports Show, live and direct on Intel Sports. Mary Sports provides you with the opportunity to interact directly with the stakeholders in the sector, the players, fans, including technicians. It comes your way once a week, every Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. with a repeat on Thursday at 2 p.m. Midway Sports highlights major happenings and trending news, as well as captivating action and stories, all in the sector. Beyond the live conversation, the analysis and discussions with the stakeholders, players, and fans, live and direct on Intel Sports. Weekend Wrap comes your way every Saturday from 10 to 12 midday. Join your presenters, Elijah Pine and Edwin Batafoyan, live and exclusive on Intel Sports.
It's a blessing and lovely welcome to all of you wherever you are across the length and breadth of our broadcast. It is indeed our pleasure to welcome you to another day here at FIFA Television, live from the Samuel Kayendo Sports Complex. This U20 Africa Cup of Nations qualifiers. This is the WAFU Zone A, and this is the Samuel Kayendo Sports Complex. Welcome to our broadcast. This is Liberia. Clemens Suba, Italy is here. George Wallace also referred to the Bentley Pony is in the reserve. Emmanuel Flomo and Vasco Sumo. The coach is Emmanuel Keke. Quickly to the Guineans, Wata Morikeita is in post for them. Abdul Karim is in the defense. Cisse is in the squad. Abdul Karim Cisse, Lassan and Sila, Amanto Diakite, Mohamed Lame Yula, Chakwer, Joseph number 2, Brother Mabia Enfo for Liberia this afternoon. Bangura Seku Damayo, Bafari Gamara, Mamadou Salidou Diallo, Usmani Toure out of competition. The Guineans know what is at stake. They might just come here to cause havoc for Liberia. The game of Liberia Guinea. Again, another close neighbors who might. The referee sounds his whistle. And the Guineans, Liberia dispossessed, and the Guineans quickly. One time, magic hands of Liberia, Mitchell's cross. Interlude. So there's Emmanuel here looking for another chance, and the striker who knows how to score goals for Liberia. And it's cancelled. The referee says it's offside. But that is what he's capable of. And the ball goes at the back of the net. The referee says it's an infringement. Continuously as we speak, so we're engaged with Guinea. It's a plug inside the brother, and it's straight in. It is Yula Mohammed. A brilliant left footer, one that dissipated. It does come forward. A good save from Magavera. Move, cut him off again. People will have to cut him off, but the ball slips away from him. He has to take his time to keeping it press. That's how dangerous it can be. And the Guinea smashes the ball on target. Alassane Camara put Guinea's noses in front against Liberia at the Samuel Kayendo Sports Complex. And the damage was, well, it was Bestman P who was left to the floor. It's a cross coming forward. Superbly he positions himself to Mani Toure. But the damage again, it has to be seen.
Kyrie! And she have a goal. That's another one. It's now 4 goals. Kadi now for Shata Inga. Kadi Alas reverses. This is an essay. On to lose a kick. And it's goal. Kadi. And it is goal number 6 for Shata Inga. Kadi Taru. Lose a kick. That's what I'm going to lose it. A brilliant one. Excellent one. Hard to lose it. 7 goals to 1. Elijah. 7 goals to 1.
Intel Sports, Liberia's biggest and professional sports television station, is now located at GSA and Rehab Drive in Painesville. Intel Sports is 100% Liberian owned. It is an exclusive sports platform that provides extensive and quality local content sports programs across the country. Follow us on our Facebook page, YouTube, Instagram, or better still, on our app on Google or Play Store. For business purposes, you can contact us on these numbers. Intel Sports will remain Liberia's exclusive and best sports television station.
So happy. You can see how they are playing SKD. I'm so
I'm feeling so happy about the game. I had a way to come back into the game. You don't
No, the game was fun. Apart from Darcy, they tell Reverend Aspire out again. The game was fun. They said Reverend, you know the game. The game was fun. We went to equal game. But I win at Darcy's point.
Exclusive Sports Show is a 1-hour conversation with policymakers, stakeholders, and direct actors in the sporting sector. The Exclusive Sports Show brings you face to face with those who make the news in the sporting sector of Liberia. Join your host, Julius Compton, every Thursday from 1 to 2 p.m. for the program, The Exclusive Sports Show, live and direct on Intel Sports. Mary Sports provides you with the opportunity to interact directly with the stakeholders in the sector, the players, fans, including technicians. It comes your way once a week, every Wednesday from 1 to 2 p.m. with a repeat on Thursday at 2 p.m. Midway Sports highlights major happenings and trending news, as well as captivating action and stories, all in the sector. Beyond the live conversation, the analysis and discussions with the stakeholders, players, and fans, live and direct on Intel Sports. Weekend Wrap comes your way every Saturday from 10 to 12 midday. Join your presenters, Elijah Pine and Edwin Batafoyan, live and exclusive on Intel Sports.